Welcome back to the Kafaro Way, and this one's a really cool message that I have that woke me up at 2 o'clock in the morning that I put to pen to paper. I want you to get into a very comfortable position. Either lie down, sit down. If you're sitting down, I want you to feel the ground beneath your feet. I want you to feel the weight of your breath. Feel the quiet awareness that you are here. Settle in. Inhale. Exhale. You are here. There's an agreement most of us never remember signing. An unspoken contract handed to us early in life. Be good. Be careful. Be strong. Be palpable. Be impressive. Be agreeable. Be acceptable. And if you do those things well enough, long enough, consistently enough, you'll be rewarded with safety. But life never promised safety. It promised experience. Somewhere along the way, many of us confuse surviving with living. We learned how to endure, how to push through, how to stay functional, how to keep going even when something inside of us was quietly breaking. We learned how to smile through exhaustion, how to say I am fine when we are anything but fine, how to carry grief invisibly, how to be needed instead of known. We learned how to live from the neck up, while our bodies quietly held the truth. But I did not come here to be untouched. I did not come here to be numb. I came here to live. Not carefully, not quietly, not politely, but fully. I have laughed until my ribs ached and my eyes burned with tears. Not the polite laughter, not the social laughter, not the laughter that fills silence, the kind of laughter that erupts from somewhere deep and unexpected. The kind that loosens something ancient in the chest. The kind that makes you forget who you are supposed to be. Laughter that leaves you breathless. Laughter that makes your face hurt. Laughter that reminds you that joy is not something you earn. It is something you allow. I have laughed in rooms full of people where connection felt electric, where time disappeared, where I felt seen without explaining myself. And I have laughed alone, in kitchens late at night, in quiet moments where no one was watching, where laughter became an act of self-companionship. I have laughed in triumph when life surprised me with beauty, and I have laughed in surrender when laughter was the only thing that kept me from breaking. And I learned something important. Joy does not arrive when life becomes safe. Joy arrives when we stop bracing for disaster, when we stop waiting for the other shoe to drop, when we stop holding our breath. Joy arrives when present outweighs fear. The nervous system softens. The shoulders drop. The jaw unclenches. And for a moment, you are not rehearsing the future or replaying the past. You are here. and here is enough. Let me tell you something I did not understand for a long time. I thought living fully meant intensity. Big moments, big risks, big stories worth telling. But most of my life does not announce itself. Most of life happens quietly, in bedrooms where the lights are low, in cars parked with the engines off. In showers where the tears mix with water. In moments where no one is clapping. Living fully meant staying present when I wanted to disappear. Not die, just disappear. Disappear into distraction. Disappear into work. Disappear into productivity. Disappear into anything that would keep me from feeling the weight of my own life. There were moments where consciousness felt heavier than numbness. Moments where being aware hurt. Moments where the ache in my chest did not have a language. Moments where I did not know what I was feeling, only that I could not escape it. And I stayed. I stayed with the discomfort. I stayed with the breath even when it felt shallow. I stayed with the truth that I did not know what came next. I stayed when leaving myself would have been easier. That is where living actually started. I have drank from life the way a thirsty soul does when it does not know when the next well will appear. I have toasted to beginnings with hope in my chest. I have numbed endings when hope felt too painful to hold. I have lifted glasses in celebration, birthdays, milestones, moments that felt like arrival, and I have set them down in grief, in loneliness, and exhaustion, in nights where the silent felt too loud. I will not pretend otherwise. We like to moralize coping. We divide behaviors into good and bad, healthy and unhealthy, acceptable and unacceptable. But indulgence and escape are not sins. They are signals. They show us where we are trying to feel more alive and where we are trying not to feel at all. Sometimes we escape because life is too much, because the grief is heavy, because the responsibility never ends, because the nervous system has been running on empty for too long. Sometimes we are not weak, we are overwhelmed. We are sensitive in a world that moves too fast. We are carrying more than anyone sees. We are tired of being strong. The mistake was never reaching for relief. The mistake was never asking why. What am I really longing for right now? Comfort? Connection? Quiet? Rest? Love? Permission to stop holding everything together? When I stopped judging myself and started listening, my behavior softened on their own. Compassion did what discipline never could. I have smoked moments into memory. A ritual of presence disguised as habit. Time slowing down just enough to feel my breath. just enough to notice my body again, just enough to let the world move without my control. Even our vices carry prayers hidden inside of them. A longing for peace, a longing for quiet, a longing to belong to the moment we are already in. We are not addicted to substances. We are not addicted to substances. We are addicted to relief, to the moment the mind stops racing, to the moment the body unclenches, to the moment we feel held by the time instead of chased by it. When I met these longings without shame, their grip loosened. When I stopped fighting myself, I started understanding myself. I have loved recklessly. I have opened my heart without guarantees. I have let people see me before I felt ready, before I felt whole, before I felt safe. I have stayed when leaving would have been easier, and I have left when staying would have erased me. I have been shattered by love and saved by it, sometimes by the same person, sometimes by myself. There were people I loved who could not meet me where I was, and people who loved me deeply but could not stay. I used to take that personally. I thought love was proof. Proof that I was enough. Proof that I was chosen. But love is not proof. Love is practice. And sometimes the practice ends. There were some times I stayed too long because I confused loyalty with self-sacrifice. Moments where I shrank to keep connection. Moments where I abandoned myself in the name of love. And moments I left too early because intimacy scared me. Because being seen felt dangerous. Because closeness threatened old wounds. I had to learn that choosing myself did not mean rejecting love. It meant refusing to disappear inside it. Love did not ask me to betray myself. It asked me to become more honest. I have known loss in ways that rewired my nervous system. Loss that did not ask permission. Loss that arrived suddenly. Loss that changed everything without warning. There are before moments and there are after moments. Before the loss and after time felt different. After joy felt sharper. After everything felt more fragile. Grief is not something you get over. It is something you learn to carry. It lives in the body, in the breath, in the way memory surfaces without warning, in the way certain songs stop you in your tracks. Grief is love with nowhere to go. And if you let it move through you instead of around you, it becomes wisdom. It teaches tenderness. It teaches humility. It teaches you what actually matters. Loss did not make me bitter. It made me precise. I stopped postponing truth. I stopped wasting time. I stopped saying yes when I meant no. Grief stripped away illusions. I have failed publicly and privately. Loud failures and quiet ones no one ever saw. Failures that cost me relationships. Failures that cost me identity. Failures that forced me to look at myself honestly. I have betrayed my own truth, trying to be who I thought I should be. I chased approval and confused it for belonging. I wore impressive versions of myself that felt hollow. I performed strength while feeling lost inside. Living someone else's version of a good life is its own kind of death. Failure did not break me. Self-abandonment did. Coming home to myself did not require reinvention. It required honesty. It required admitting what was no longer working, what never belonged to me, what I was done carrying. I have felt the rawness of being human, the hunger, the doubt, the longing to be understood without explanation. I have sat alone with my thoughts and realized the mind can be both a sanctuary and a prison. Stillness is not empty. It is full of truth waiting to be heard once we stop drowning it out. When you sit long enough, the noise settles and something wiser begins to speak. If you're listening to this and something feels tight in your chest, slow down with me. Feel your breath. Do not change it. Just notice it. You are not behind. You are not broken. You are not failing at life. You are being initiated into it. Initiation is not gentle. It is honest. Living fully does not mean living loudly. It means living truthfully. Truth requires courage every single day. I did not come here to be spotless. I did not come here to perform perfection. I came here to experience the full spectrum of what it means to be alive. To feel pleasure without shame. To feel pain without numbing it away. To let joy break me open. To let sorrow soften me instead of harden me. Life is not asking us to be flawless. Life is asking us to be honest. Honest about what hurts. Honest about what we want. Honest about who we are becoming. To live fully is to accept impermanence. To know nothing is promised. To know everything matters. This breath, this moment, this unrepeatable chance to show up unarmored. And if at the end of it all, I can say I felt deeply, that I loved fiercely, that I risked my heart, and that I stayed present even when it scared me, then I will know with certainty I did not just survive this life, I lived it.